precaution of putting up a pool fence could save your child's life. However, county officials urge local residents not to take matters into their own hands because of the dangerous environmental implications. Despite the loss to Duke in the Final Four, Gator fans are still very proud of what is the greatest season in the history of Florida basketball. Some of the planes from this morning were forced to fly to Jacksonville. Those passengers will be coming in by bus sometime this evening. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry Watermelon Festival? It's at Newberry High School and runs through Sunday. Scott Kozlowski, News 5.
Struggling, like I've been doing for the last 6 years.
Alicia Anderson is a mother of 2 and has been on welfare for nearly 6 years. She hopes to end her struggle through an ambitious new welfare program that started here in Alachua County today. Its goal? To get people off welfare within 2 to 3 years.
This is not handing out a check and hoping that the client can pull themselves together and get off assistance. That's not reality.
What the program will do is help participants learn the job skills they need to become self-sufficient. The Family Transition Program requires that the participants sign a contract that guarantees they will work their way off welfare in a 2 or 3 year period. In exchange, participants receive several services to aid in their transition.
Main focus, education, training, support services that are needed, child care, counseling if needed, health services.
Right now, the Alachua County program is voluntary, but the representative who helped push the pilot program through the legislature hopes it will eventually be implemented throughout Florida and include all welfare recipients.
People have to give the program time to succeed. It's not going to be successful tomorrow or the next day. We're going to need time on task.
And welfare recipients like Alicia Anderson say it does offer hope.
I think it's a really good idea. I really do. I think it'll make people feel better about themselves, give them a chance to have confidence in themselves so that they can do things for themselves, not always worrying and wondering, you know, how am I going to do this and how am I going to do that? They're going to be able to, you know, figure it out and know for themselves.
Scott Kozlowski, News 5. No matter where you looked in Gainesville, Gator fans were overcome with a full-blown case of March Madness. Symptoms included sudden car window displays, uncontrollable use of paint, compulsive grooming patterns, and possibly some irrational thinking.
T.O., baby! It's pandemonium! The Gators, baby! You gotta love it, baby!
Whether having a party at home with friends or heading out to the packed bars, Gator fans were out in record numbers to cheer their team on to victory.
Yeah, I would say that this is about as crowded as we've been since we opened 6 months ago.
Unfortunately for fans, a cure to this curious madness was just too easy to come by. Despite the loss to Duke in the Final Four, Gator fans are still very proud of what is the greatest season in the history of Florida basketball.
They played their hearts out, and all the fans were cheering their hearts out, and it just wasn't the outcome we expected.
I thought it was awesome until the last 20 seconds, and no matter what, we still love our Gators.
The ball game is over, and the Duke Blue Devils have survived a gallant Gator upset bid when no one other than people wearing the orange and blue would give the Gators any chance at all of winning this game. It was the Gators who nearly stunned the world tonight in college basketball.
Now Gator basketball fans can only hope this contagious epidemic will strike again next year. Scott Kozlowski, News 5. Susan and Paul Sozelski fear for their son Ian's safety. Many of the trees in the backyard of their Alachua County home are infested with the southern pine beetle. That means the trees die, which worries Ian's father.
When large limbs began falling, and as I had said, one very large multi-100-pound limb impaled itself in the ground near my child's clubhouse.
The Sozelskis have been trying to have the trees removed for quite some time, but they wanted Alachua County to share in the cost. That's what the city of Gainesville has been doing, picking up half the $150 cost of removing a tree inside the city limits. It's the only way to control the devastating pine beetle. But until today, county officials had not gotten involved.
Well, the city, first of all, had the vast majority of infested trees. A week ago, it was a 90% city problem. The county has acted in a calm and rational manner, and we're addressing the problem as the situation changes on a day-to-day basis.
This morning in an emergency meeting, county commissioners passed a resolution mirroring that of Gainesville. It will help county residents rid their property of infested trees by splitting the cost of removal. It didn't take long to see results.
After being somewhat critical of the county, I would like to now compliment them on coming together and taking a concerted and serious effort to solve the problem.
Crews began removing trees from the county property behind Paul's house this afternoon. And as soon as the necessary paperwork is processed, crews will be coming to remove the trees in his backyard as well. Scott Kozlowski, News 5.
News 5's Scott Kozlowski has a preview.
It's a sure sign of summer, as piles of watermelons signal the arrival of the 49th Annual Watermelon Festival. We traveled to Newberry to find out how this long-standing tradition ever got started. We ran into Frances Willis, a 23-year resident who bought a watermelon stand just 5 weeks ago.
This used to be the heart of the watermelon country.
Well, why is that?
I guess because they grow good around here.
Everyone loves watermelons here.
This year's festival promises to be better than ever, with events ranging from a 5K run to a dance at the American Legion Hall. There are rides for the kids and even a Miss Watermelon pageant. And of course, lots of watermelon.
They have games like watermelon spitting contest, and they have like...
Are you pretty good at the watermelon spitting?
I've never tried it.
Never tried it, but you think you could win?
Maybe.
Watermelon eating contest and watermelon seed spitting contest.
Have you ever participated in either of those?
No.
So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry Watermelon Festival? It's at Newberry High School and runs through Sunday. Scott Kozlowski, News 5. Perhaps you're a
This afternoon changed by the minute, making it difficult for people to keep track of where they could go and couldn't go.
This was the scene at a typical intersection in northeast Gainesville today, as law enforcement officers struggled to keep people out of affected areas. It wasn't easy, and many people were angry.
See, I just want to get home. I don't like running around Gainesville with nothing to do. About an hour we've been trying to get out of town.
Did they tell you what's wrong?
No. They just keep directing us south, saying we can't go north.
Driving across town wasn't the only problem. Flying into Gainesville was impossible. Rescue officials closed down the airport around 11 this morning. Jean Dawkins' daughter was supposed to fly in from Cincinnati, but she couldn't get to her.
Well, I'm trying to get to the airport to pick up our daughter, who's flying in from Cincinnati, and we can't get there.
As of 3 o'clock this afternoon, Gainesville Regional Airport is open and running as usual. However, some of the planes from this morning were forced to fly to Jacksonville. Those passengers will be coming in by bus sometime this evening. Again, the airport has been reopened along with all streets and bus routes that were affected in Gainesville. Scott Kozlowski, News 5.
Local gay activists have...
Okay, stand up, take one in 3, 2, 1. For all you watermelon lovers out there, the Watermelon Festival starts tonight and runs through... You're laughing at me. This is hard to do, friends. Okay, watermelon lovers. Come on, I never said that before.
Sunday.
Okay, so I'll just say it runs through this weekend. Shut up. Stand up, take 2 in 3, 2, 1. So if watermelon's your game... Okay, no, it's not what I'm saying here, and we're in a hurry. So what is a 6, 5, 6, 7. Take 7 in 3, 2, 1. So if you're not doing anything this weekend, come on out to Newberry for the... Try another one? Okay, take, what is this, 15 or something? So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry 16 in 3, 2, 1. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry... I can't get that out of my mouth. 17, 3, 2, 1. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry Watermelon Festival? It runs through Sunday at the 18. You guys want to do this? Yeah. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry Watermelon? Okay, so if you're looking at that, 20 in 3, 2, 1. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, why not try the Newberry Watermelon Festival? It's at Newberry High School and runs through Sunday. Scott Kozlowski, News 5.